Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week I got Jimmy.
What is up?
Only the boys. No Claire, no Joe.
OG boys. Joe is off because the Bears are playing tonight, I assume. Is that why?
Are they actually playing this?
Yeah, they're playing. Playing the Seahawks.
Ooh,
the day after Christmas.
Well, Vikings beat the Seahawks last week.
Sure did. And the Packers beat them the week before that. So if the Bears lose, they're going to look stupid, Joe.
Yeah. The transitive property. You suck, Joe.
Joe.
If he listens to any bit of the podcast, he's not here, which he probably doesn't. It's only this beginning part. So,
I hope the chapter that Spotify pulls out for this is just "You suck, Joe."
Joe, you suck.
I haven't looked at those in a while.
I don't use Spotify, which is like that's now the only reason I'm sad that I don't use Spotify.
Yeah,
these
the
AI. Yeah,
AI generated chapters.
Yeah, they sound great.
Well, so it's the day after Christmas, Josh. Did you get any notable Christmas gifts? Well, when this comes out, it'll be like a week.
It'll be like a week after Christmas.
It'll be like the day after. No, it'll be New Year's Day.
Yep.
When this comes out.
Is that how that works out? So wait,
any notable, any Christmas gifts of note?
I feel like the way you're saying it's like a weird leading question that it makes me uncomfortable.
I mean, what's your best?
What'd you get? Huh?
What's your best gift?
What'd you get, son of a bitch?
Okay, here's the thing. I got an older car, like the 6 months ago or something.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have like CarPlay and all that shit. So I received this like portable car stereo thing it's just a screen. It's just like a little tablet that does like CarPlay and stuff.
Okay.
Like Apple CarPlay.
Yeah.
And it like plugs into your cigarette lighter. And then pairs like Bluetooth with your phone, and it like sends like an FM signal, so you can like just like change the radio. So yeah, I'm messing around with all this stuff today in my car because I'm like, I want to hook this thing up and see if it works, see how it works. I never like turned my car on, so I'm like finally get it all working, and then the stereo in my car just dies, just turns off. And just like blinking weird. And I'm like, what is happening? So I try to start my car and it's dead. I killed my battery in like 10 to 15 minutes.
Well, that's too fast to kill a battery.
Yeah, and it's in my garage. So it's like there's like little I can do, but so I backed out Michelle's car and like pulled it in close and like tried to jump it for like 20 minutes and it still would not start. So then I had to take the battery out of my car and bring it over to the auto parts store and have them like charge it and test it, and they're like, yeah, it's good.
Well,
so
that doesn't bode well for your car.
Now that battery is sitting in my wife's trunk right now out in front of your house.
Nice.
And there's just no battery in my car. So yeah, hopefully it was just super somehow super dead and it wouldn't jump.
Oh, so because you have not brought it back now to your car.
So now, yeah.
Mm.
I was waiting for them to call and say it was done, but they never did. So that's why I was here a little bit early today, because I gave myself time.
Oh, yeah, you were here.
To go get the battery.
I guess you technically were here early. Funny. That's what you got for Christmas?
Yeah. I'm excited to use it someday in a working car.
This nice battery that totally works.
Yeah.
I got, I think one of my best Christmas presents in reality was a whiskey advent calendar that I got.
Oh, yeah.
Well before Christmas.
True.
I was utilizing a part of that present right before you got here.
Ooh, nice.
Obviously it's the day after Christmas, so
You're late.
I'm late, but I did day 19.
Okay. Ooh, so you got a few left.
So I still got a few left. I'll just I'll finish up December with it, basically.
Sure.
That'll work.
It's like the 12 days of Christmas now, right? Once it's Christmas Day, then you got the 12 days of Christmas. So it's technically the Christmas season now.
So my family, I probably said this before, my family, when we get together on Christmas Day, there's so many people, and it became some form of awful tradition a decade ago that we all, at the end of the day, we all stand around and sing the 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I thought you knew this, but
Like the whole Partridge in the Pear Tree.
the whole thing. And the thing is,
Just
because my grandma had
in a circle,
a million kids.
holding hands.
And then they all obviously got married and also had a million kids.
Sure.
So it's like brothers. It's literally,
generations.
it's like brothers are like day 2, sisters are day 1, brothers-in-law are like day 3.
Everybody has a day?
Yeah, everyone is day 5.
Okay.
And then as all the cousins, which I would be a part of, I guess, we're the quote unquote kids. We grow up. So now as everyone's getting older, like the age shifts.
Oh.
So it used to be like 18 and older, but now it's 25 and older. Have to sing one thing, and then 24 and below sing the like last one, like the 12th day or
Holy
something like that.
crap. So is your grandma like orchestrates all this?
Well, I mean, my grandma
conducts?
just as old and sits there and hangs out now. But
Okay.
like somebody,
Like whoever's
in
charge of all this?
whoever is in charge of Christmas that year,
Oh, okay.
because it's also, we all meet in the same place every single year,
Uh-huh.
and so that's just literally like your family's in charge of Christmas this year.
Oh, okay.
And then you
that's
like
cool.
email
It doesn't
everybody.
fall on one person all the time.
It's like one of my grandma's kids is in
Okay.
charge, and it just kind of rotates.
Just rotates.
Luckily,
Cool.
fearful when like they go away and then all they're like the cousins or somebody like you have to do in charge, and like it'll we will stop doing Christmas. I think.
Yeah, that actually is what happened. That actually happened to my family. When my grandma died, she was doing all of it. And so none of the kids stepped up to do it. We haven't had Christmas. We did Christmas one time because my one cousin did it, organized it, and then they moved to Washington.
And they're like, we'll do it. We got to come over here.
It's an interesting thing in the life cycle. Yeah.
I would say once my grandma's gone, they'll probably do it. But then once like the aunts and uncles like start dropping off,
fuck that.
Then it'll be they'll have to be one or two that'll be like, we're gonna tell somebody that they're in charge of it. Like that's what's gonna have to happen.
Okay, sure. Yeah, it's interesting. Like it's like a game of chicken a little bit. Like who's gonna
you just hear at the beginning, like,
Christmas,
right at the end of Christmas Day, like we're all like packing up, getting ready to leave, and you're just waiting for one of the elders, I guess, to like walk over and be like, "You're in charge next year." And you're like, damn it,
God. I gotta organize the 12 days of Christmas. That is
we have printouts. Like it's
Wow.
it's pieces of paper and it has the whole thing and it says who it is. And this year we got new printouts. Like I think we've been using the same pieces of paper that like
Holy
people would
crap.
just like write on, like cross out 24 and add it, like, so, kids or whatever.
Okay.
We got new pieces of paper,
Wow.
fresh. Someone has a printer, is what I is what I learned in 2024. Somebody in their house has a printer,
or someone's not working from home. Someone goes into the office.
right? Yeah, because that's the only time I've ever printed anything in my entire life.
The only good thing about working in an office.
That you can.
There's a Shang Wang joke about that.
I will say, I don't need to print anything ever, but when I was in the office, I printed things just cause.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I like using
Why
paper.
not? So the Shang Wang bit, I feel like I've said this before, but he's got a bit of like, have you ever like thrown away something you just printed? Like you ever thrown away warm paper? It's so funny.
It sounds evil.
I know it does. It is.
Yeah. Hey Jimmy.
Oh no.
What is this podcast?
Oh no.
For anybody that's never listened.
This is a TV pod, and we watched the first episode of a TV series, and we talk about it. We make some predictions about what's going to happen in the series finale, and we watch nothing in between, and we probably sound real dumb for whatever fans of this particular TV series that just clicked on this episode of a podcast. But hopefully you find it entertaining, because we do.
We'll find out.
And we see if it's a good way to watch this show or not. Sometimes it's all you need to see of a series. Sometimes it's like, oh, yeah, Three's Company is Joe's new Frasier.
God, is he gonna finish Joe's Three's Company before he finishes Frasier?
Oh, I mean,
He's never gonna finish either one, I guess.
No, neither.
Well, it was only me and you today, so I try to curate this a little bit to our tastes, your tastes. So I know it's the day after Christmas when we're recording, and this won't come out till New Year's. But here's a TV show Christmas present for you, Jimmy.
Oh,
because today we're doing Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No way.
Yeah.
Interesting. Now I'm just like, oh, I wonder. I think I can remember the firsts and lasts. Ish.
I remember the first. I'm not sure if I've seen the last. I think I have, but I'm not sure.
I can't believe we haven't done this.
I know.
For one thing.
I double-checked our list of like TV shows done. A lot.
Yeah. This show for many seasons was great. For several seasons because it's Joss Whedon and his brother
Jed. Yep.
It's his brother, right? It's not like a cousin or
I
something?
think they're brothers.
And eventually it kind of became more Jed than Joss. But like, so at the time, Joss was big time in the Marvel, in the MCU, right?
Because he had done Avengers.
He did Avengers 1 and 2, and they were awesome. And so coming off of Avengers 1, this show started. And Agent Coulson is like billed in it, and it's like, how the hell is that going to work? Because he just got murdered.
Yeah, spoilers alert for Avengers.
And it was like the catalyst for the team coming together. It was like a big deal that he died, which is also one of those things of like, yank, like nobody dies in any of these things.
Oh, good day. Superheroes.
Exactly.
Really quick, because this was originally on ABC?
Yep.
And it aired September 24th, 2013 to August 12th, 2020. 7 seasons, 136 episodes.
Okay.
So it went a long time.
So there's like a good, I want to say at least 3 seasons where it's like fun to watch this show and like look at the chronology of the movies and then like make sure you watch that movie before you like move on to the next episode because like it directly plays with the show.
Yeah, I do remember.
Really fun way.
Well, I didn't watch it in that chronology at all, but I do remember being like, "Oh shit, was this like must be after this movie?"
Yeah.
So like this show starts, and we'll probably learn this again in the first episode, but I bet this is obviously after the first Avengers.
Yeah.
Coulson has to be dead.
Yeah.
Is it after the first? It starts after the first and before the second one, or?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Definitely before the second one and before Avengers 2, and it's before, we'll have to look, but it's before Winter Soldier. So it's before Captain America 2 as well. So it might be, cuz what was after Avengers? I feel like was there one random movie in phase 1 after Avengers? Did it end with Avengers? It maybe ended with Avengers. I know a bunch of the phases, like there's one random movie, like Ant-Man or something that happens after.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 1 begins after Iron Man 3.
Okay. So that would have been, I think, the first one.
I think it's the Avengers and Iron Man 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Iron Man 3. Oh, I didn't watch that this Christmas.
And then it's like Thor, The Dark World, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 1, episodes 8 to 16. And then it's like Captain America, The Winter Soldier is the rest of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 1.
Oh, that's all Season 1. So, like, weird shit was going down in this first season.
And I mean, this is pretty,
and it's like, what is happening?
Winter Soldier, Iron Man 3 was kind of, some people like it, some people don't, whatever. But, like, Winter Soldier and Avengers and stuff, like, this were, like, people aren't worn out yet.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like creme de la creme. Like Winter Soldier through like Captain America 3 Civil War. So like in this show, if you were watching this and then you went in theaters to go see Winter Soldier, you're like, oh my God, everything makes sense now. And then like you came back for the show the next week, you're like, oh my God, Hydra's in S.H.I.E.L.D. And like, that's why things were so crazy, because like they knew, like Joss Whedon got to be privy to all of that plot to like weave it in. And it's like, that is some fucking cool storytelling when you can do that.
Yeah.
To make it like, there's also like, I think before Avengers 2, yeah, there was a big lead up in that season where they like found.
Was Avengers 2 Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they found the like secret S.H.I.E.L.D. facility that was like, because S.H.I.E.L.D. was kind of underground now that Hydra was there, that they were making all of those, like a ton of those helicarrier things that were in S.H.I.E.L.D. 1 or Avengers 1.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big reveal. And it's like, you find out in the show that there's like a ton of them.
Yep.
And it's like, whoa, this is some serious like overreach. And then it's like Age of Ultron, like, yeah. Anyway, it's all great until about season 4 or 5, whenever the Ghost Rider thing happens. It gets kind of weird.
We'll get to see. It's kind of funny. Like, yeah, like this first episode is going to be like pure Marvel hype. Everyone's excited. We love the MCU. And like when we hit season 7 at the end, people are like, we can take a break, right?
Yeah. Season 7, like maybe like 6 and 7 get pretty weird. Did you watch the whole show, or did you like just think you maybe watch the finale?
No, I think I've watched the whole show.
Okay.
I waited because it was one of those like, I waited until they like appeared on Netflix when they were on Netflix and stuff. So like I had years in between sometimes. Yeah. So, but I remember that like, they started going to space and shit and doing like all kinds of stuff in the show. I remember this.
Yeah, because this was all pre like Disney Plus. So you had to wait months and months before a full season was done to drop onto Netflix, because those channels like had like the rerun rights and stuff. Didn't want to give it to streaming yet.
That's right. Okay. Well, here's the deal. Episode 1 aired on September 24th, 2013. And for some reason, unlike Three's Company, this is called Pilot. Like, I was like, crazy that they just used Pilot.
That is interesting.
Yeah. So we're going to watch the pilot episode of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and see if it does well and gets picked up. And we'll be back after that. And we're back. We're done with the first episode of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It was just called Pilot. Right up, Jimmy?
Yeah. There's a super detailed one, and then there's a super short one, and I'm going to read the short one. As the world comes to grips with the existence of superheroes and aliens, Agent Phil Coulson assembles a small group of highly skilled agents. The team's first assignment is to find a man with extraordinary and potentially devastating powers.
Yeah, Michael Peterson. What's his name?
Yeah. Mike Peterson, a.k.a. J. August Richards, a.k.a. Gunn in Angel.
Oh, yeah.
Have we done Angel?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I'd have to.
I think we have.
I think we have.
Gunn is great. He's also, so his whole thing in this episode is he's part of this centipede program, and he's got this like Chitauri thing on him, but also he's got like Extremis, which is from
Iron Man 3,
which would have just happened before this.
Yep.
So I don't know. He's got a lot going on. He's got superpowers, and he's maybe gonna blow up like the people who have Extremis in Iron Man 3. But later, it's revealed that he's Deathlock, which is like a big comic guy.
Oh, that's who the Michael
That's
guy
who Mike
is?
Peterson is.
Okay.
Deathlock. So yeah, it surrounds around him. He's had a rough go of life. He's got a kid. His wife left him. It's like his son's birthday coming up, and they're like window shopping, and he's like, "It's your birthday," and the son's like, "I'm good," which is like, because he knows that like they can't afford whatever's in the window.
Right.
Then we also have a hacker in a van, Sky, who is part of a group called Rising Tide, who like knows somehow that he's a part of this program because she's hacked things, and also that S.H.I.E.L.D is like looking for him or something.
Well, I mean, everything's online, so that's
everything's in the cloud, and she's found it. She knows all, except Agent Coulson shows up at her van door, and they take her.
Man, yeah, this episode had so much like Whedon quirky chatter.
Yeah, a lot of Whedon jokes.
Yeah, they were just doing little bitty one-liners every once in a while. They weren't as like maybe overt as like I think some people would say like what the MCU like jokey chatter would be.
Sure,
it's like similar, but it's just so Whedon-y that it feels at least a little unique. So I liked it.
Yeah, like the first time we see Coulson, which is the first time we've seen him, what's his name? Clark Gregg. Is that his name?
That sounds right.
Such a weird, like,
man with two first names can't be trusted.
Vanilla name, Clark Gregg. Just a great like cop guy actor.
Agent Clark.
Just
Gregg.
agent. He's just a typecast. He's just an agent of something and everything. But yeah, he. So before we see him, we see Mike Peterson, and then we see Agent Ward in Paris, and he's tracking down some Chitauri thing because Avengers happened, and so there's Chitauri shit everywhere. But then we get Maria Hill, Colby Smulders,
Robin from How I Met Your Mother.
Robin, who like that's like the big get for this episode, right? From the like MCU.
Yep.
Is that she's the like crossover, and then she's interrogating Ward or like debriefing his mission or whatever, and then Coulson just comes out of the shadows and it's like, oh my god, like he was dead, and he makes very Joss Whedon-y joke of there's a dark corner over there, like I couldn't help it.
Yeah,
I couldn't help myself.
I think there's a light out.
Yeah, I think there's a bulb out. Very Joss Whedon joke. Very fun.
Oh, and okay, so yeah, Mike Peterson, the super powered man in question that everyone's kind of going after, saves the person, and Sky, who I mean, we all know that her name's they call her Daisy, right? Like,
and later we find out. Okay, so like maybe maybe end of season 2, season 3, we find out about Inhumans. They tried to do that jump.
Yeah.
Because then they spun off an Inhumans show, which tanked terribly.
Yeah.
On ABC. I kind of want to. One day we're gonna do that.
Probably.
They set it up for success. It had, what's his name? The crazy guy from Game of Thrones.
That's so many people.
The guy who was really into torturing people.
The Ramsey Bolton guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what his real name is.
Anyway, it had people in it. And actually that guy, the main Inhuman guy, something Bolt, Black Bolt?
Is that the guy that doesn't have a mouth or can't talk?
If he talks, that's his superpower. Is like, if he talks, it's like a sonic boom and you'll just die.
I think this guy's name is Black Bolt.
Black Bolt, right? He's in Doctor Strange, the like multiverse of madness one when they go to another dimension and Professor X is there and John
Krasinski's there. Yeah.
Is there. Anyway, where was I going with all of that?
I don't know.
I was asking you if her name is
Daisy.
They find out that her birth name was Daisy. She doesn't know who her birth parents were. But so now she goes by Sky for now. Because eventually when she's an Inhuman and she gets her powers, then she becomes Quake, which is an actual comic character.
Yeah.
Inhuman.
So when I call her Daisy a bunch, it's because
that's what they call her.
I remember her as Daisy
most of the series.
And then so basically she's trying to like get Mike to work with her to like, I don't know, not get captured by S.H.I.E.L.D, but also maybe become a superhero sort of thing is what they sounds like they're trying to set up.
Yeah, she's trying to get him to show his powers to the world or whatever.
But then S.H.I.E.L.D finds her, and so she gets interrogated by Coulson and Ward. But then Coulson like is an oddball, so he injects Ward with truth serum and leaves her with Sky.
Hell yeah!
And to like win her over.
Yep.
And then we find there are so many little Easter eggs. Like they obviously drop like Romanov, which is
Black Widow
/ Scarlett Johansson for people watching the movies. Extremis, which is like kind of like a weird, it's not like a deep cut, but like who remembers like what was like the bad guy thing in Iron Man 3.
Yeah, now it would have been the most recent thing, which is why I think they worked it in.
Oh, I suppose, yeah. So that's kind of like fun that they did that. There's a bunch of other little ones that they did. It's like if you were paying attention to their quick talking, you would have been like, oh, fun.
Yep. A lot of fan service.
Nothing like in your face, like quick things that you had to do to find out. And they always had like, anytime they were in a S.H.I.E.L.D thing, there was just like TVs going on that just like Iron Man like flying through the sky.
Oh man, that's kind of fun. I didn't really notice that.
It was like Iron Man and like pictures of like a blurred out Hulk and like, you know, they just talk about that kind of stuff. Yeah. And then so they're trying to recruit Daisy, and then the other people, like Coulson's trying to like set up his team basically.
Yeah, it's a lot of team building in this episode.
A lot of team building, and then they get so the team. Then the rest of the team that they get is Agent Melinda May.
Who my dog is named after.
Is that who May is named after?
Yeah,
that's fun.
The cavalry.
Cavalry, because that's Ming Na Wah. What's
Ming Na Wen?
Wen, and
she is amazing.
Just a total badass.
She's just a badass. She, I think, is the only person to my knowledge that is in all three of. She's in the Disney universe, the Star Wars universe, and the MCU.
What Disney universe is she in?
She is the voice of Mulan.
Okay.
In the original Mulan animated movie, and then she was actually in the live action as well as a character. And then she's in The Mandalorian, obviously, and Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett. As a mercenary or whatever, as a bounty hunter.
She's like older than my parents, but has like probably like a body health rating lower than mine.
She's she's amazing. She's been around a long time.
Yeah.
Joy Luck Club. Anyway,
wait a minute.
What?
She was Chun-Li in the 1994 Street Fighter.
That's right. She was in Street Fighter.
Holy shit.
That's right. She was Chun-Li. Fantastic.
God, I got to watch that movie again.
So Melinda May. Then we have Fitzsimmons, which are two people. One's like British and one's like Scottish. I forget which is which.
They're both from United Kingdom.
Fitz is the guy who is, I think, Scottish, and Simmons is the gal, and they're the like techie team. She's like bio whatever, science, and he's like the tech nerd. Which is kind of funny that like we need Sky / Daisy, the hacker, when we have this like crazy
insane tech person.
These like two and like super smart folks, but whatever. And then we said Ward, and he's just kind of the muscle, like tactical super spy. He's like Archer, but not as charismatic.
Yeah, he's kind of like if like James Bond was like a wooden board.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I do my job. We find out more about him later, though.
Yeah.
He's got more to him.
Yeah, but we don't know. And we won't find. I don't know for sure, but I don't think we'll find.
We'll probably never see him again.
We'll never see him again.
Other thing I wanted to say about this episode is they start. Well, first thing is we have, I said that Mike Peterson is gone from Angel, and then we had another guy who's Shepard in Firefly. I said some fun Joss Whedon crossover. Ron Glass is that guy's name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, being a person who like loves Firefly, obviously watched some all of Buffy. I've seen most of Angel, and then I've even seen like Dollhouse. We've never done Dollhouse.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, watch Dollhouse. Love Dollhouse. All those Joss Whedon shows. Every time I see like one of them pop up, I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah. So if you tuned into this because you like Joss Whedon, you got a little fan service yourself.
Yeah.
Anyway, the other thing I wanted to mention is they start. So the way they bring Coulson back, they say that he was dead for 40 seconds, and then Maria Hill is like, it was like 8, and every time you tell it gets longer. And then he says, blah, 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 Fury sent me like to recover in Tahiti. And then he keeps saying it's a magical place. And like that becomes a thing for like a while in this show that he keeps saying that. And then it's like it becomes weird right away. Like Ron Glass, his character is that he's like some sort of doctor within S.H.I.E.L.D. And he's like, I don't think you should be in the field.
Yeah.
From what happened to you. Because he's saying stuff about, I think, Melinda. Because she doesn't want to be in the field. So Coulson goes to her and is like, not like, be part of the team. You're just going to drive the plane. We just need a pilot. Which is right away. She's like, ends up in the field and fighting people, and she's like, God damn it.
Did anyone think she was not going to be in the field?
Yeah, come on. She's about to go kick some
She's
ass.
not dumb. She knew.
But she's been like at the desk, and she was just, she's going to ride the desk job. But then Coulson walks away, and Ron Glass is like, whatever his S.H.I.E.L.D. character's name is. I don't even know if we've heard it. We probably did.
Yeah, I don't know.
But he's talking to Maria Hill. He's like, he doesn't know, does he? Like that. So we don't know. Some shit's going on with Coulson and his recovery and how he died and came back to life. That's messed up, which is super fun. Like setting up the series of weird stuff is going down. Coulson doesn't know about it. We've set up the team. We've got some weird centipede program. Got to shut down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good pilot.
Yeah. Especially at the time. I mean, even now, I'm like, okay, this is pretty good. I want to keep, what are they gonna do? What's going on? Because like right now they just have the team. They kind of solved the like Michael problem.
Yeah,
and,
he didn't blow up at Union Station.
He didn't blow up.
So that's nice.
They shot him right in the forehead with a healing bullet.
With some sort of night gun.
Yeah.
That Fitz devised.
And so now we've got this team. We got the obviously Tahiti like mystery,
mm-hmm.
and then we have these like human people that are just going and finding. So it's like, oh, am I interested in like Marvel Monster of the Week potentially?
Yeah. Because it is. It's like which is also so Joss Whedon. It's like we've got this Marvel cinematic like superhero universe, and now we're gonna throw spy shit. Like we're gonna do like a couple of things, a couple of genres at once. which is what he loves.
Yep. Do they do time travel? This
100%.
That's J.J. Abrams, I guess, technically, but
No, 100%
Joss Whedon,
they do.
Joss Whedon dips into time travel, clearly.
They go into the future.
God, yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah.
They do whatever. That's the other thing. It's like one of those things where it's like kind of you can like roll your eyes at it. You can be whatever, or you can be really into it. But it's just like you're watching a dumb Marvel superhero show, so literally anything can happen. Which is like I don't remember what this last episode is, but I know they're like the aliens are around at some point in some seasons, and they're in space.
Yeah,
and then they go to like dimensions and. Different worlds and dimensions. Like crazy stuff happens. There's like ghouls and aliens and superheroes and
Well, at a certain point, because like that's the thing when they're following along with the movies, and they start to fall off of like being directly tied to what's going on in the MCU, and they start doing their own stuff.
Yeah.
But then like once like Captain Marvel and stuff, that once the like Kree is around and involved, then that becomes a part of the show. And so then there's like, we got crazy aliens. It's not just like we're finding Chitauri stuff on the ground after Avengers. It's like we're actually interacting with, we got the whole Inhuman thing, and then we have aliens, and then they time jump, which is, now that I think about it, none of the movies do that. That's just in this show that time travel happens.
Yeah.
Isn't it? They do we're in the multiverse saga.
Multiverse stuff, but no, they time travel in whatever the Avengers one is.
Yeah, I suppose in Avengers Endgame and Infinity Wars, that's how they wrap up Endgame.
Yeah.
True. Okay. So, which that was 2019, and this show ends in 2020.
Yeah.
I think the time travel happened before 2019, because I think it was maybe it would have been season 5 or 6, I think.
That they traveled through time.
Yeah, because I think the last season is them wrapping up that and stuff that's going on Earth in present time. And I can't remember exactly. I don't remember exactly what's going on in the last season and during the finale, but I do remember some things of trying to seemingly setting up like what's going to happen. Like S.H.I.E.L.D's done and we're moving on to other things that maybe fell apart because of like the pandemic pushed things back, and like they kind of just let stuff fall apart. It's like
they were on seasons. They were on.
Just don't talk.
You're on
it.
season 7 of a show like this. Like once again, like you're on borrowed time. Like you don't need shows like this. Like especially it start off pretty good and at the hype or like the height, not the hype, the height of like
both.
Hype and height. Yeah, really. But when they start with the height of like the zeitgeist that would be the MCU or anything else that's like super popular that you're basing your show off of, it's like you don't need 7 seasons.
It's true. I mean, I think
Breaking Bad had 5. It's perfect. Okay. It arguably went too long. Like
that's what I was gonna say. Is like for this show, which is not Breaking Bad, but
it
was maybe like season 4 when they did the Ghost Rider stuff, and that's when it started to be like each season is kind of felt like a one-off, where we could end.
Did Nick Cage play
at any time? God, I wish. No, no. That's another thing. I actually started to rewatch this because I think they use. In that season, they used the Darkhold, I think, which is the book from that eventually is in WandaVision series. But so it's like they had referenced that already in the MCU. Anyway, but it's like it was like season 4 Ghost Rider, season 6 or season 5, it was the life model decoy stuff. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Like, no.
It was like, because I think Coulson dies
again.
Okay.
Does he go to Jamaica this time?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think he just becomes a robot or something. There's Ghost Rider stuff, there's life model decoy season, and then it's time jump season, and then whatever the last season is. It just feels like we're just waiting to be canceled, kind of.
Well, I mean, the problem is also they have so much everything to pull from, so much source material.
Yeah.
And they can just make whatever up too.
True.
But like they seemed like they were so good with being with the movies at the beginning that they need to. It's hard to like, coordinate all that stuff, especially when it's like we're gonna have these movies out at this time, and then they just don't. And then it's like, well, we have a whole season of TV.
Yeah, what are we
that
gonna
needs
do?
to happen too? So it's interesting. Should we do predictions?
We should.
For this last episode.
What do you got?
I got one. I've seen. God, well, we'll come back later, and obviously I'll let you know. But I feel like I've seen all of this show.
Okay.
But I don't know yet because I can't remember at all what happens in the 7th season. So my number one is I'm going to say there's a hero in this episode that has a movie.
Okay.
So there'll be a Spider-Man, Captain America, Black Panther,
nice.
Black Widow.
Nice.
Who
Is she
knows?
dead?
Maybe. Who knows? No one's dead.
In 2020?
No one's dead.
She's dead.
I think there's 2 or more deaths of important characters.
Ooh. Joss Whedon does like to kill off characters.
Is he still around in this? Is he
Joss?
anything but a EP that doesn't hang out anymore?
Yeah, it's fair. Fair point.
So we'll find out. Number 3, why not? Wedding.
Nice.
And then after that, I think it's the ending, but I think there is a last minute call to adventure. So we're done, and then they're like, "Hey, Ghost Rider's at it again. We gotta protect everybody."
Nice.
I don't know.
Yep.
So
we got a new mission. Okay. Cool. My number one. So I know that I've seen this, and I remember some things, but so I tried to just do some like bookends. So we'll see. But my number one is one thing we didn't talk about was Coulson's car. He's very into his car. Lola. It's a red, some sort of convertible. And at the end of the pilot, he flies away in it, which it the wheels turn up and it floats like Stark technology.
Yep.
In one of the Iron Mans where they do a flashback to the Howard Stark at the fair thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think we see Lola. Number 2.
I almost was gonna do a Lola one.
I want it. Number 2, Coulson. Oh, Coulson tries to tell a joke. He got interrupted telling a joke to Ward because Ward is not into funny stuff. And then number 3, I have a Coulson monologue. Just, a good old fashioned we're the good guys monologue.
Yeah. Halftime coach
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. And then number 4, so because this is after Endgame, I wanna hear a mention of the blip in some way. That's gonna be, I can't think of what other tie-in to the MCU there could be, and I know that there's less and less of them as the show goes on, but I want to hear a mention of the blip.
Man, you think in season 7 they were like, "Oh God, we can fire a couple of people and just say it was the blip."
Oh, I want to see someone with a Thanos was right t-shirt.
Nice. I've been watching
for a spirit point.
I don't want to make anyone sad out there, but I've been watching Dragon Ball Z, and in the 2nd season, I'm watching Dragon Ball Z Kai, which is the abridged version.
Okay.
So number 1, we talked about time travel. They do time travel, I think, correctly, and they explain it correctly as well.
Interesting.
When Trunks comes back to help them warn them about the androids at the beginning. He kind of describes time travel And it's like one of those ones where like that one makes sense.
Okay.
But then secondly, they have a guy, and if you watched Dragon Ball Z when you were a child in America, there was the world's strongest man. He's just a human though, so he can't like lift a candle to any of the Saiyans and Goku and shit like that. But his name in like when you watched it on Cartoon Network back in the day, his name was Hercule. But like his canon name is Mr. Satan.
Oh,
I don't. It's not. I think they changed it just because of that. But it's just. I think it's just like a Japanese, like, you know, they just called him Mr. Satan. Like, it has nothing to do with. It's just like a name. Like, you know, I'm pretty like. I don't think it means anything. It's just like his name is Mr. Satan, which is funny because in Kai they like have it. They don't call him Hercule. They call him Mr. Satan, like he's supposed to be called. And there's like a whole town called Satan City. It's fantastic. I've thought about this randomly just because you said something about wearing something or whatever, but like they're doing a tournament at the beginning of season 2 before Majin Buu comes, for anyone that knows. And there's just people in the stands wearing like white t-shirts that have like blue capital letters that just says like Satan. and I'm like, I really want one of those shirts. They're so funny. It's such a funny thing. Because, you know, it'd just be funny, like, go to the Mall of America or something, like, and you have just, like, shirt that just says Satan.
Just
it's like
Satan
99
big block letters.
There's like 95.
It's a white shirt.
It's like 95% of the people you see are like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you can't do it. And then there's going to be, like, one person in the mall to be like, hell yeah, Mr. Satan rocks.
True, but you also might be attacked by a couple crazed people as well.
I'll risk it. I want a Mr. Satan shirt.
Ugh. It'll probably be worse in the next 4 years.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Well,
for Mr. Satan.
Well, the finale of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is called What We're Fighting For.
Oh, yeah. And it was a 2-parter, but it's not labeled part 1 and 2.
Nope.
So we're good to go to just do the final episode.
Yep. Well, because the first part was called "The End Is at Hand." So so the first night that it was August 12th, and they were both on. It was just honestly, as far as this looks like, it's just episodes 12 and 13. They just made it a whole big thing, but it was just 2 episodes.
It's just 2 episodes aired
episodes.
the same night.
Yep. So we're only watching the last one. What We Are Fighting For. We're gonna watch that, and we'll be back. And we're back. We're done with the finale of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It was called What We're Fighting For. Do you have a write-up, Jimmy?
Yeah. August 12th, 2020. With Nathaniel and Sybil edging ever closer to eliminating S.H.I.E.L.D. from the history books, the agents must rely on their strengths to outsmart and outlast the Chronicoms, which are... I don't know. Aliens? I don't know.
They're like you remember those like weird white bald guys from Fringe? Last season of Fringe? I feel like that's what the Chronicoms are.
There's also like so many versions of this, like the TVA. I feel like are kind of like that in Marvel, or there's like a Time Lord, like a Doctor Who kind of version. It's like, you've disrupted the timeline. We're going to come after you. But Nathaniel Malik is this bad guy who's killed Daisy's mom. And his dad, I think, is earlier in the seasons. This other Malik guy who's in Hydra. And he tries to bring back Hive. So that's like season 3, I think.
Okay.
And that's where Gemma Simmons is like on another planet for like the whole season. Do you remember this?
Yeah, I think so.
It's weird. And like because there's like, so some point during the show, I think maybe season 2, Agent Carter also dropped, which was Haley, what's her name? She's she's in the original Captain America movie, Peggy Carter. She's the love interest, right? And then Endgame, Captain America goes back to be with her and then like has an actual life with her because he didn't get to have it. So they made a show picking up after that where she's like home from the war and she's like this highly decorated like World War II like presumably British person, but she's in the US military, so I don't know. But she comes home and it's like, I've done all these things, but I'm a woman, so like I have to like start back from like the bottom.
Yeah.
But then she like just kind of goes over everyone's heads and goes on crazy adventures with like Howard Stark and stuff. And there's stuff that happens in that show with these like monoliths and weird timey dimension weird things that cross over into this show. And like they even did some like time monolith stuff in this finale. And the like love interest from that show, even because like Cap is dead as far as Peggy Carter knows.
Yeah.
He's this like other World War II vet and he's got kind of a limp. He's in this show now because of, I guess, time travel. And he's like Davy's like lover.
Daisy.
What did I say?
Davy.
Whoever.
So wait, he was Peggy's love interest in that show? Oh,
yeah.
That's weirder.
In Agent Carter. So like they canceled Agent Carter after a couple seasons. Even though it was cool. If you were watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and that show, it was cool because they did this like, they were doing the same like monolith stuff. And it was like we were seeing it through time, through because it was a period show, you know? It was like a, see?
Yeah.
Kind of show for Agent Carter, which is fun. Like New York kind of mobster show.
Yeah.
With spies.
We spy.
Anyway, I don't know where I was going with all that, but
you at least what it did was explain where that one guy that we didn't recognize.
One guy in suspenders in just the future. Like, why are you wearing suspenders, my man?
Yeah, I mean,
what else?
I kind of remember. So yeah, they were fighting some like essentially it was all time travel shit.
Yep.
It was very. I mean, having seen all for you and me at least most of it. Mm-hmm. I went to season 4 right here. It's on the TV right now, which is like the Ghost Rider season. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't think I watched that. I think really? I might have just skipped it.
I mean, it probably didn't matter to skip it. You probably were super just caught up.
None of what I'm seeing brings any bell.
Although I don't know when it happened, but I think Coulson dies because of season 4.
Was that when he becomes? Because he's like a robot now.
He's been a robot.
A
life model decoy in LMD for quite a while.
Okay.
And it turns out that Fitz like made him.
I'd pop my consciousness into a life model decoy.
Yeah.
Given the opportunity.
I think it's like all of like season 5 that's like it's in the framework and it like doesn't happen in like real time.
The framework's just the Matrix.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kinda. Yeah. Only the real world's like not that bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and most of this episode is Fitz and Simmons like doing whatever super sciencey shit everything. They need to do to like save everything. And then Daisy and the rest of the crew, which Ward from the first episode's completely gone.
Yeah.
He's been
gone.
Went away, died. He became an alien or some shit for a little bit,
yep.
right? And like died again or something.
Yep.
Yeah. I kind of remember stuff happening.
Yep.
So that happened for him, I guess. And then there's new characters. There's Mac, who's just a
truck.
The biggest, hunkiest man there is.
He looks a good 2 feet taller than everyone else on screen.
His biceps are as wide as most of these people.
He's a very big man.
He's a very
and he
big
has a
man.
shotgun, an axe shotgun.
He might be, as far as just like regular human, because he's just a human dude, right? Like he hasn't powers or anything. He's just a dude.
All these are S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. They're
I mean,
except for Daisy.
Well, and then there's
Inhuman.
Yo-Yo.
And then Yo-Yo. Yeah, I guess Mac and Yo-Yo join around the same time.
But what I'm saying is, like, as far as just like a regular dude, like Mac's like weirdly so cool.
Yeah, he's great.
He's so cool.
Yeah, he comes on the team as like a mechanic because everyone's got a spot.
Yep.
And then it's like, you're huge. Go beat some people up.
And you glued an axe to a shotgun. So I mean, clearly you have to do stuff. Yeah. He's just cool. If you don't care at all about this show, just look up, like, I don't know, there's probably some like YouTube compilation of Mac being badass.
I hope so.
And if you just Google badass Mac, you're either gonna get fun Always Sunny stuff or awesome giant guy from.
Good point.
So.
Good point.
I think it's win-win, really, at that point.
Yeah. And his love interest is Yo-Yo, who is an Inhuman from, I don't remember, Central America somewhere. And her whole thing is that she's extremely fast, like Quicksilver or whatever, but she has to bounce back to where she started from, which seems in some ways problematic.
Literally in this last, like, it seems like a cool power. I take it,
Mm-hmm.
But in this last episode, she jumped out of a moving car and then zipped away.
She zipped away.
Presumably meaning that she has to
She
return.
has to zip to that point in the street at some point.
What's the momentum transfer? Like, she jumped out of a car moving, zipped away, and then zipped back. So when she zips back, is she standing still, or should she be moving the same speed as the car was moving when it was there? Oh,
that's interesting. Also, she's going to be zipping into traffic, so hopefully there's not a car coming. Yeah. I mean, I guess she's moving fast enough she could see that before it happens. But, like, hopefully, like, if you've got two bad guys and one of them is hiding and she doesn't find them, they could just have a gun pointed to where she was standing. It just seems like a strange power.
Strange power. I still take it.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean,
I'd still take it.
No powers or that. Yeah, for sure. You got me there. What else?
I mean, it's too confusing having not seen any of the middle, especially just the season leading up to this ending,
so
to like
much happened.
Really describe what happened. Fitz and Simmons did time travel stuff to save the world. Other people fought some things, but I think really it was whatever they did. There was this really lame, like, scrawny little, like, goateed white guy that was like one of the bad guys.
Nathaniel Malik. Yep.
Which I was like, oh yeah, I believe this guy's dangerous. I don't know.
Yeah, like, I guess he must be an Inhuman. I mean, and his dad or grandpa or whoever who was in like season 3, because there's like Malik is like a bad guy name like throughout this show. And
when is Malik just not a bad guy? That's a bad guy name.
It just sounds bad.
Yeah.
It's perfect. He's the one who was in Hydra who brought Hive back from this planet that Gemma was stranded on into Agent Ward. And I think, and he's like supposed to be like the original Inhuman or whatever or something.
Okay.
Which around that time is when the Inhumans show started, because all the Inhuman stuff on this show was blowing up. So then you have this guy Malik, who it seems like at some point maybe his dad got him into the Inhuman thing. They like get into like some sort of chrysalis thing and they come out with powers. If you're not familiar with the Inhumans, So I'm guessing that's what happened to, this scrawny little terrible goatee. You know what he looks like? He looks like just a shitty version of the Quicksilver guy who's in like the Fox X-Men.
I don't think I know which one's which.
And then he's in WandaVision for a few episodes.
Okay.
He's like super funny.
You know who would have been a better version? They should have just got like Giovanni Ribisi to do this.
Yeah, sure.
It would have been great.
Yeah. Just about anybody else. Would have been more threatening.
He's not threatening. It's like you want a bad guy. You don't want to be some guy that's like, I'm wearing a trench coat. I'm trying to be like Columbine's cool. Like, I don't know. That's what he looks like.
You know what he looks like is like a shitty underling who just like sells you to the wolves because you're a piece of shit. And that's who he plays in the other MCU show Echo, when he is just like a guy who gives up Echo to the Kingpin.
But he's not crap. He's not the same character.
No.
Oh.
He's just a piece of crap.
Okay.
In like this small town working for Kingpin.
Him not being the same character is really annoying to have. I mean, I get it. It's like you have like the Chris Evans and some other people have been different people in the movies and stuff, but it's like.
But they worked that in Deadpool and Wolverine.
They did. They worked it in.
And that hasn't happened a ton in the Marvel stuff. It's happened with what's her name from Luke Cage? Mariah Dillard was in The Age of Ultron as the lady who stops Tony Stark at the elevator and is like, "You dropped a building on my son in Sokovia." He was there trying to help kids. Yeah. He was at like MIT or something. He took a semester to go like help the starving children.
Was that when like the lady that like sees him in the hallway after like Tony does his speech or whatever? Okay, I remember her.
Yep, and then she would later be like the main villain of Luke Cage for 2 seasons.
But not the same person.
Not the same character. That's like the only other instance I can think of a MCU recast of the same person. Anyway, other stuff happened. They went into the quantum realm, so that's like Ant-Man stuff.
Yeah, because like why not? You know,
because you got to tie it in somehow.
Yeah,
we're still in the MCU. Don't forget. And I really thought there was going to be that there was sword implications, and maybe I just thought that when this came out with Daisy and her sister Cora off on like a spaceship doing space missions.
Yeah.
With the random Agent Carter guy.
Yeah.
In space, that like that's what they were saying that was without saying it, because maybe they weren't allowed by Marvel to say it, but like now like Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury is like been on like a space station for forever, and then in like the Marvels movie they're out there and in space and stuff, and it's like S.H.I.E.L.D. is not S.H.I.E.L.D. anymore. It's, I don't even remember what SWORD stands for, but I know it's like when S.H.I.E.L.D. basically goes to space. And I refuse to Google it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I don't know what it's called. I don't know enough. Sorry. Yeah. That's kind of what we know. It's as far as last, they did a good, they had the ending where they all kind of like teleport into a bar and like they all, well, we thought they were all there, I think, technically for a while, and then they were like, oh, we're in a nebula, we're in this. We find out they're all like working, and they're just kind of like basically VRing into this like area, so they can all chat, which was kind of like okay, cool. You have the core cast, like give them a little closure. I thought it was I get what they're trying to do. Like they're all busy, they're all doing things, showing them like it's a good way of showing that they're all moving on at the same time. But yeah, I was like, oh, felt a little impersonal.
Yeah,
that they were
cheapens
like,
it. Yeah,
yeah, they were like, oh, we gotta go. We're doing this. I'm somewhere else hanging out with my kid, or I'm somewhere else like fighting. They were doing.
I'm currently in an active crime scene. Was what Yo-Yo was doing.
Yeah, like it's like or like Mac was like, I'm on the top of a helicarrier next to a turbine. I don't even know how I can hear you.
Yeah,
some
serious noise canceling VR.
But they at least got the little. I always like it when shows do the little like, hey, let's bring the main cast together and like reminisce a little bit. We don't need clips. We don't need this. We just need to be like, hey, love y'all, bye.
Yep.
See you later. And this one was like at least like, we'll see you when we see you. Even though I think the implication was they're all gonna be too busy to hang out ever again.
Yeah, we're done. Yeah. So Mac. I don't know if he was like the head of S.H.I.E.L.D. or something. He was an important person.
Seemed like he was being important.
Melinda sounded like she was a teacher at like the S.H.I.E.L.D. Academy, which she just acted like she hates so much, which is really funny. That's just her character, I guess. She just dislikes everything that's always happening. And then Daisy's out in space. Fitz and Simmons are raising their little girl somewhere. So that was kind of the fun thing of this episode is what they're like, what we're fighting for. It turned out like that Fitz and Simmons were in space fighting to save the original timeline. So they were on a spaceship creating a time machine. And they had all the time in the world. They have this guy Enoch, who's been around a couple seasons, who's like in some sort of android. I don't know, super android thing.
Yeah,
helping them. And we see that they've taken a lot of time because they have it to build the thing to then go back and fix everything. And then by the end of the episode, there's something to do with Gemma has some sort of implant so that she can do a bunch of stuff and doesn't remember the future. And then she remembers finally, and it's that the whole time when they were on the ship, they actually had a child. And that's what they were fighting for, to save the future for the children. It's all for the children.
Well, if we're not saving it for the children, who are we saving it for? My old ass. I'll be dead soon.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Pretty morbid, but yeah.
Before it gets too bad, I'll be dead. So we might as well try to make it good for the children, right?
Hey, if only our parents would have done that for us.
They did not think about that. They did not think about that.
Just their emissions are just everywhere.
They were like, what if I can be more rich though? And ruin it for everybody else.
What about tariffs though?
They're gonna work.
Okay.
In hell.
Time will tell.
Should we see how we did in predictions?
Yeah.
I did great. Did so
you?
Good. No. Prediction number 1, I said hero with a movie. There was no hero with a movie.
I don't think any of these people have been in a MCU thing since. I have high hopes that like Quake maybe, or someone could come back in like a secret. What is it called? The Secret Wars that's coming up?
It's like possible. I mean, they obviously brought like the Daredevil guy into some of the stuff.
Yeah, he was in Far From Home.
But it's kind of weird. I'm not like trying to disparage Chloe Bennett or anybody, but like,
you're probably right.
But she seems like such a TV actor.
Yeah.
Like it's like, but maybe it's just like, I mean, once again, it's like you say like, oh, they didn't do very good acting in this or whatever, but it's also like, well, I mean, like they do what the director tells them to do.
Yeah.
And stuff. So like, maybe she did, but it just seems like that she's such a, like a lot of these people though are also like that. Mac and everybody is like, you guys are just like good in TV shows, but like the feel of a movie
might not transfer.
Might not transfer.
Yeah, and actually, I didn't say this after the pilot, but with both of these episodes, I felt like, oh, this looks like an ABC show. I kind of assumed it would look like it would have more of that Marvel money behind it.
Yeah.
In like the effects and stuff. And like the acting too. And I do remember, I feel like at certain points in the show when it was really doing well, the effects and everything just gets a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
First and last, not so much. Okay.
So no hero with a movie. I said 2 or more deaths, and like nobody died.
I think 0.
Maybe no
0.
main characters died.
They thought maybe they'd get
actually,
a season 8.
I'm not 100% like bad guys died.
I don't know that a bad guy died. Well, I think Nathaniel Malick got blown up, and then Daisy got blown up, but then her sister brought her back to life somehow.
She got laid, like she was like floating around in space.
Her sister has no limit to her powers, apparently. They should just ride that.
Yeah, apparently
save the universe.
She's good. I said wedding. Nope.
Mm.
And then I said last minute call to adventure. And I mean, they're
pretty much everybody.
They were, but like, that's not what I meant. I was like, someone's going to run into the room and be like, hey, Ultron's back.
Yeah. Sure.
Everyone was just already doing something. And then they just went back to what they were doing.
They were already called.
Yeah. No one was calling them. They were already on the phone. So, which is a bummer for me. Okay. 0 points.
Well, I did not do much better, but I started with a Lola bookend, and we got it.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Coulson rode away into the sunset. Robot Coulson rode away in Lola. And then I had Coulson tries to tell a joke. Nope, Robot Coulson is not funny.
Not a funny guy.
He also does not give motivational monologues. So my number 3 didn't get anything. And then I said someone was going to mention the blip. And really, there was almost, besides the quantum realm, no ties to the MCU whatsoever.
It's a little Ant-Man drop, I guess.
Yeah. And we saw some of those effects of like the same kind of things that you would see in Ant-Man movies. In the quantum realm with the Chromicons chasing them into the quantum realm. So I got 1 point.
1 point. All right. It's marked. None of the points you guys got last week are marked until someone tells me what you got.
Okay. Crap.
I'll count.
I got 75 points.
I'm not going to count that as official. Claire, let me know if Jimmy got 75 points.
Oh, man. Claire did very well.
That's what I heard, so it's worthwhile for her to listen to the end of this podcast so she can tell me. All right, well, that's going to do it for us this week in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., a show that we've somehow waited 380 episodes to do.
Ooh.
Listeners, if you want to send us show suggestions, you can at F&L Podcast on the Gmail, on the Twitter, on Instagram. Let us know what shows we should do. 2025 has started as of this podcast going out. We're living in the past. We're living in the fake year of our Lord, 2024. No longer exists. But tell us what we should do for 2025. Hit us up. Give us show suggestions. We need to know what to do. Let us know. So that's going to do it. See you next week. Goodbye.